Alright, I might be live. In this video, we'll just do some QRP, seeing if I can make contacts, random contacts, with this 5-watt crystal controlled CW transmitter. And as you can see, I've got a portable AM radio, which I'll be trying to receive signals on, using the transmitter crystal oscillator as a BFO. Now, this is my first ever experiment of recording or of doing a live stream on the mobile phone. Because I'm sitting here, I won't be able to see the chat, but what I'll do, get the laptop and I'll see if I can do some monitoring, and then I might be able to respond. So yeah, the transmitter here, I've described it in a previous video. It's a little 2 transistor 40 meter CW transmitter, and I've got it connected to the G5RV outside. And just tuning on the receiver here. Does seem to be a clear frequency. I'm on 7020. This is a 2 frequency crystal controlled CW transmitter. And 7 of you are watching according to this, so yeah. And hello to C Mill. So yeah, haven't done a live video for a long time. The audio might not be so good because I'm some distance away from the microphone, but yeah, this is real QRP from the floor, and I might put out some CQ calls. As for the time, it's just before 5 PM on a Sunday afternoon. As for the log, just the envelope, and not sure if, not actually hearing any audio from this, so I'm not sure if it's actually working. Oh well, I presume that I am talking, so hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, we'll put out some CQ calls. And good that people are hearing me. Now, as for the frequency offset, I do have to vary the frequency of the crystal oscillator a little bit. cool. Now, there's a question there. How am I spotting my signal? Well, the oscillator in here operates all the time, except it's lower power when it's in receive mode. Because when I'm keying, I'm just keying the final amplifier. And with that lower power, weaker signal, in fact you could just hear it here, it got a bit stronger when I touched the top of the case. So when I tune across the receiver, you can hear that it's noisy now. And there's my signal, or at least the signal generated by the crystal oscillator inside. So now switch to transmit, and the oscillator is stronger now on transmit, especially when I press the key. So I'll keep putting out a CW signal. Now, yeah, well, 17 are watching, so we can make this a general Q&A. Oh, hello to David, ZL1BMA, KY4IF as well. Yeah, sending with no side tone. Yeah, well, I've had a bit of practice. Before I put out another call, I'll just try the reverse speaker network. And I'll just see if I'm being picked up there. Now, search spot by call sign. Reversespeaker.net is the URL. And by the way, one of the reasons why I'm on the air is that I had my antenna was down for a little while, and anyway, I've put it back up. Anyway, nothing today on the reverse speaker, so I'll keep calling and see what else. I can see if anyone comes back. Got to make sure that you flick to transmit and put yourself on the right frequency. And oh, what else? I might try having a listen on some web SDRs, like VK3YE is a really good one. It's Kiwi SDR, VK3YE. Now, I'm not hearing anything out of the speaker. I'll just see if I can find some headphones. Now I can hear something. And now I can hear it from the computer as well. So, and I've just heard my audio coming back, so that's good. I just send a signal. There it is. There's this. I don't know if you can hear it coming back, but now, if you think sending without a side tone is hard, it's even harder to send with a CW, with a receiver going, when it's got a delay of a second or two, like the case now when we're receiving via a web SDR. But anyway, as you might have heard, the signal was quite strong over in South Australia. That's a distance of maybe 700 or so kilometres. And another thing that's also annoying is that the video sound is feeding back, so I'll wind that back. Okay, I'll wind that back, and also I'll turn off the SWR, the SDR, and there's a few comments. 7019.2. Okay, can hear it well. I forgot to go back to receive. Okay, anyway, I'll put out another call and see what happens. Oh, I can hear something. But they're quite a long way from my frequency, so I don't think they're for me. As for the output power, I think it's about 5 watts. I have done a video on this little transmitter. There was one day, it was a contest. It was at the beginning of this month where, not this month, last year, John Moyle Field Day. It was a pretty wet day, but I went down to the beach and I set up this exact station, but with an outside antenna, and I made, I think, 5 or 6 CW tracks. In fact, I'll see if I can get you video, and I'll post a link in the chat. Yeah, because I was quite amazed at the results, especially given I was crystal controlled, so anyone contacting me had to find me on this frequency. And so I'm just having a look at videos. Oops, I think I might have created another separate video that didn't happen, so I'll tidy that up. And a few people have built this rig. Oh, here we are. Oh, there's a couple of videos. There it is. Oh no, I actually did another streaming video with this rig, again about 6 months ago. Anyway, I've just found a link and I will post it. I've done several videos of this transmitter. So there we are, I've just posted it there, and yeah, 1 AM our plasma storm. So thanks for watching, and maybe I'll do this again if people like it at a more convenient time. Yeah, this rig is what I call 10-minute transmitter. It's been a hugely popular video. In fact, it's had nearly 20,000 views. Anyway, I might as well, I'll just in case, I'll put out another call. And yeah, I'm on 40 meters CW. I won't make it too easy. I won't give you a frequency, but and hello to South Africa, ZS1MMB. Now, I'm just switched to a different frequency, so the CW you heard just then is not coming back to me. So, I'll put out another call. Well, the thumping from the receiver helps. And of course, I think it would have been hard, even for for the people that were before tone morphs, when they had just clicks from sounders. I think that would have been quite difficult. And I should mention, yeah, I was out earlier this morning. I was doing some pedestrian mobile on 10 metres and had a few contacts. There was a good sporadic E opening across to VK2. So yeah, had a few contacts, just took the pedestrian mobile setup, walked down the beach. Anyway, we'll try some more. As to how long this video will go for. Okay, yep, I'm transmitting on 7 meg CW, so have a tune around the band. If I'm calling, then hopefully you'll hear me. I'm just out of Melbourne. And for people tuning, I'll put another call. Now, as for the frequency, well, oh, hang on. I thought I heard something there. Now, as to how long I'll go, well, I thought I heard someone. Try again. Now, I've got some problems here. I've got noises coming out of the computer. I'll just plug in the headphones. I don't know where it's coming from. It's VK2YE. Now that's Simon, and he's using a inversion V and a Kenwood transceiver. And Tom, thanks for the 557 in Adelaide. Let's see if I can hear it without. No, it's better. I have it connected. Alright, the antenna I'm using, just a G5RV up at about 10 metres at the apex, so nothing special really. And Frank, good night. Yeah, it's late in the States. Someone else there. Someone else who's quite a bit stronger. What's the furthest contact? Well, I have contacted on this a guy in Alice Springs, so right in the centre of Australia. So that would be like 2,000, maybe 2,500 kilometres. I've got a video of it somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. Anyway, I'll just put out a call just in case that other station tuning up was for me. And Ian, glad that you could get me at 5 and 5 in VK7. Yeah, this is normally quite a good time of day to be operating on 40 metres. It's still, well, probably about 3 hours before it gets dark. So it's before you get all the QRM from the DX, although you can sometimes work that. But if you're crystal controlled, DX is really, really hard. So a rig like this, it's fine for contacts within Australia, where there's not too much interference or crowding, and now is a good time of day to be making those sorts of contacts. For DX, you really want a rig that's more frequency agile. So yeah, if you've just tuned in, I'm just using a little transistor CW transmitter, 2 transistors. I've described it before. The receiver is just a National Panasonic transistor radio. It covers AM, FM and shortwave from 6 to 18 megahertz. A 1970s era, probably maybe early 80s era transistor radio. And it doesn't have an internal BFO, but there is a bit of leakage coming from the transmitter because I've got the crystal oscillator in it on all the time. So I just move the frequency slightly, and and that acts as the BFO for people that so I can hear CW signals. So it's a bit crude. Maybe I'll build a little receiver inside this one day, and I wouldn't need to take this. But yeah, this puts out about 5 watts, so it's quite a bit more power than something like a really simple Pixie. So yeah, that's basically what's happening, and yeah, I'm just putting out calls on 7 meg CW and see if people come back. And I've so far had a great contact into Sydney to VK2 AVH, so thank you, Simon. And yeah, well, as I haven't had a live video stream for some time, yeah, if you've got any questions or whatever, then you can ask them. Now, I'll just see if I can find the video. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll just post a link of the furthest DX contact with this setup. Yeah, okay, it's not DX in that it's not outside Australia, but it's still quite a long distance. there it is. Let's just put it in the chat. Yeah, I was going to do some construction, but then I looked at this and I thought I hadn't put this on the air for a while, so it's just tempting just to get it out and put out some calls. And also I've never done YouTube live from the mobile phone, because the computer's in the other room, and that's where I'll do any live videos normally from there. Watching, which is still pretty good given that I'm just sending CW and you're probably just hearing clicks. If you're in VK, have a tune around 7 megahertz and you might hear something from this. What else? What else can I do while I'm here? Well, I might get the FT817. Maybe I should try that. So I'll be back in a moment. Oh, one thing that I've noticed was I was thinking of plugging in, had a long USB cable. I was thinking of using another camera, but then I noticed that the squelch on 10 megahertz, on 10 meters, I've got a 10 meter rig, that really unmuted. So there's actually a lot of RF coming through the USB and interfering with things. My antenna on 10 meters is not very far away from here, a fairly short distance above the tiles. Anyway, so rear, we're on 10 meters, and 10 meters has been open today. So just have a tune around and see if I can hear anything. Oh, There we are. Still strong. I think that's one of the beacons. VK2 beacon. The VK4 beacon. It's on 10 metres, and there's another VK4 beacon. You sometimes hear down around 28,205. And I think I just heard something from there just then. So yep, 10 metres, still open, summer sporadic E. Not very strong, but someone Charlie Tango. VK3YE, VK3 Yankee Echo.
I was able to grab 2 bottles of dry ginger zero for my dark and stormy. I grabbed 2 bottles, there was a couple more. Yeah, no, we're not starving. We're not having to start eating grass out the backyard yet. They say that it's hopefully going to be fixed this week, in the next 10 days, week to 10 days. So, yes, it does.
Alright, so a little bit on 10 metres. We'll try 27 meg. That will probably be open somewhere. You can hear there's a lot of noise here. But they're up Brisbane. It's 27,315. Now this is 27,355, which is always active when the band is open.
We've got traffic all over the door. Some people, but I think shit's going to hit the fan in the next 12 months, man. Like this. No, I don't. Normally, because if I do these courses,
Yep, it's the CB band.
The one side who last 2 lots. But I give him prior to that, so
see if there's any AM. Not hearing anything down at the bottom end where there's AM.
putting a prescription in for me long vision. I said, I've got a pair of glasses that I can't even use.
What else? Now we're now at 12 meters. Not hearing much on 12. 15 meters. Actually had some 15 meter contacts this morning. Pedestrian mobile. VK2 OWD is a good signal there. VK2 OWD, VK3 Yankee Echo. Okay, a bit cheeky, there's obviously he's after DX. A few weaker signals there. And 17 meters, 18 meg. Now 20 meters. I don't do very well from this location on 20 meters. I do much better when I'm portable. But anyway, S8 noise. 18 if you're still watching, don't know why. Oh, 20. Maybe I should go back to CW. Need a better camera. Well, I do have a better camera, but I'm just using the phone just for this. Never done it for a live video before. Well, 14 megahertz is unexpectedly quiet. Now 10. Not much on 10. 7. It's very noisy at the moment. Yeah, no, it's pretty useless. Usually I hear something on 7. So, oh, there's some CW. That's VK2 AVH, who I worked before on a bit higher up the band on 7026. So yeah, a few little bit of activity. Winter field day. Not hearing much from USA. Well, it's a long way, and from here, very difficult to hear the USA. Maybe in the early evening you do on 40 meters when you've got short path across the Pacific. I've worked the USA a few times, but the amount of noise is just way too much. As soon as I go portable, even if it's only a couple of 100 meters out that way, then yep, I'll hear the USA without a problem. Whether they'll hear me, difficult, but it has happened. Yeah, well, camera's not looking too good, but that's what we're not what we're here for. What are you here for? That's a good question. Like, there's 18 people still watching, and this video has probably got the least content of any video I've done. Anyway, well, maybe we should set up the CW thing again. Alright, so let's get on 7 that can go over there. And battery. Key. up again. Alright, we'll try for some more 7 meg CW. Just put out some calls. And if you've just joined, I've been doing a bit of 40 meter CW, a very simple homebrew 2 transistor transmitter and National Panasonic transistor radio. And yeah, I've been going for a while. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's something there. There's carrier. They're not quite on my frequency. Maybe if I keep calling, they'll listen and they'll find me. All right, I think, now there's someone calling there, might have been VK, just QRZ. Okay, VK5GG. Now, a bit hard going now. But his name is Graham, I got that. Adelaide. And hello to PI4DF. Two still watching, amazing. That's VK5GG. Running 100 watts. And he's singing 73. So and good morning to the Netherlands and Berlin. Okay, so Americans have gone to bed and the Europeans must just be getting up. Yeah. Okay, for those who've just turned on, I've just been using a very simple 2-transistor CW transmitter, homebrew 40 motors, crystal controlled, and the computers must have run out of power. Better plug it in. Yeah, the antenna's just a G5RV here at home. It's fallen down, put it back up, and this is the first contact with it. For more about all this sort of stuff, well, there's various books you can get that I've written, and yes, have a look at my website, VK3YE.com, or on Facebook you can like VK3YE Radio Books. So yeah, some books on QRP, antennas and all that sort of stuff. And if you're just getting started into amateur radio, then I've got a few books for you there as well. Just in case there are any final comments, otherwise I'll close down, end the stream, and wish you all good evening or morning or whatever, and thanks for watching. Yeah, I've got to work out how do I turn this thing off. And thanks to Off Grid Texas.